Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Momentum number 312. First time on the channel. My name is Matt Beer. We talk about real estate investing. We talk about virtual assistants, outsourcing, so many different things. If you're first time on this channel, I will ask you guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You can expect more videos supporting you to get your business off the ground, not just in the real estate investing world, but also solving problems in real time, helping you outsource so you can buy your time back. That's what you can expect on this channel. So if you get any value from this video, please like it, please share it. And again, head over there, hit that subscribe button. Helps more than you know. You can expect more videos like today. We're talking about 3 strategies to make your virtual assistants better, to develop better virtual assistants, to put more systems behind those people. You know, it's a big difference we've talked about here on this channel before. There's a big difference between systemizing and automating. It's a lot of things that we can systemize on the back end for bringing in good people in our business. And one thing that I have learned more than anything else, probably over the last year, especially, but definitely over the last couple of years, is your business is only going to be as strong as the people that work in it. And you can't do this alone. There's some people that can go out and you can certainly build something special that you're the sole proprietor, you're the sole person that's going out and making it happen. But eventually, you will be the bottleneck for so many different areas of your business. If you don't learn how to delegate, if you don't find skilled help, it'll be a constraint and your business won't be able to grow past what you can do. I see so many small business owners, and I can speak on this because I have small business owners in my own family. You can't get out their own way, just can't delegate, or no one can do it as good as you. So then your business can't grow, right? So the purpose of this video today is to show you guys and at least give you a framework behind developing better virtual assistants so you can start buying your time back. You can get more leads, you can get more deals, your business can generate more revenue. Or maybe it's you want to go on a vacation and not have to check your phone every 5 seconds and wonder if your business is burning down. Has anyone ever felt that way? I know I certainly have. There's been plenty of times where I feel like I couldn't detach myself from the business. Wasn't necessarily just the revenue, like, yeah, I need to make money, but also just like, hey, is people taking care of these things? So this is how I have done it, and this is how I coach and train clients that start virtual to do it, and beginning in like the consulting realm a little bit. And this is how I end up coaching folks. So I'm going to share my iPad, and we're going to talk about it briefly. Okay, I won't take up too much of you guys' time, but I think this is an important concept to understand. Okay, so in order to 3 strategies to develop better virtual assistants and put better systems behind them. I think the very first thing that we have to do when we bring on virtual help, doesn't matter if you go through Start Virtual. It doesn't matter if you go through another company like it. Obviously, we'd love to earn your business to Start Virtual, but at the same time, if you want to shop around, go find something else or go to a different company, please do it because, like, we want to make sure that when you make a decision to hire a virtual assistant, it is right for you and your business. Okay. But the first thing that you're going to want to do, okay, is number one, you are going to want to have specific training. Okay. Specific training and development. Okay. And this is whether that be your own recordings, whether that be, let's just say, for example, if I have a cold caller and that cold caller is going to be dialing leads, I need specific training on making them even better. Right. So if they go through Start Virtual, of course, they're going to get trained and they're going to have the script and the knowledge and the know-how. But one of the best things about having Start Virtual is that they're with a cluster of VAs. So they're not by themselves. They get to work with other VAs hand in hand. Right. So they're working side by side and they get to see the VAs who may have been around longer and they can ask for coaching and feedback to develop even more. Right. Like on the job training is always going to trump anything that you can get in the classroom. Right. Doing the thing. Has anyone ever been there? Like I've read handbooks, I've done things on the computer for my previous jobs when I was in high school, but it wasn't until if I was working the cash register, when I actually started having to push the buttons, it's like, oh my gosh, what buttons do I need to push? I totally forgot what I needed to do here. Right? Is doing the thing and being able to develop that. So specific training and development, and that can be in the form of many different ways, right? That can either be, you know, that can be hands-on. That is maybe you working closely with them for the first couple weeks or a month while they're green. You can do that. You can have recordings, right? You can have screen recordings. I'll go ahead and say this, guys. Recordings aren't near as effective as the hands-on stuff, obviously. Like we can't even keep anyone's attention longer than 30 seconds to a minute. How do we expect, even virtual assistants or even employees in general, it doesn't matter where they are in this world. It's hard to keep their attention longer than 3 minutes, but we expect them to watch a 30-minute video that we recorded or an hour video we recorded on something, right? They don't work near as well, but it's nice to have, sure. Right. But you're going to want specific training and development regardless of, wherever you're at. If you want to hire a virtual assistant to do something for you, if you have been doing it and you know you're the bottleneck, great. Record yourself doing it, do some hands-on training, delegate that puppy, right? You can do hands-on, you can do recordings, you can do, you can leverage other team members. So if you have other team members, you can leverage others. And I'm just going to put leverage here. So however you want to accomplish this, it can be done. Okay. But you need number one of the very first strategies, you need specific training and development. One of the biggest mistakes that I had made is just giving something to someone and expecting them to know what to do. Right? Hey, it's cold calling. You know what to do. Pick up the script. Go do your thing. Hey, it's texting. You know what to do. Go do your thing. Hey, this is how you work the systems, Mark. This is how you work the dialer, Mark. You should know how to do this, but it's not the case, right? Putting systems in place. Can't automate it, but I'm putting systems in place so they can go through it and I know what I can expect. The system creates predictability. Okay. So I need specific training and development. The second thing that I highly recommend that you guys do, and if you're a Start Virtual client, you probably already do this, is you need a stand up meeting. Stand up meeting, and you need to do this daily. Okay. We have seen, and I say we, but I have personally seen, even in our own business, the people who do the stand up meetings and meet with their virtual assistants, their productivity, their effectiveness, my iPad's going to die, their effectiveness, their productivity, like goes through the absolute roof. If you want to get the most out of your system, it makes sense to meet with your people daily. It makes sense to invest in the best investment you can make in your business is not going out and getting more customers. That's important, but you have to take care of your people, right? The people are working towards your vision. The people that are working in your organization are wanting you to win. We have to find good people. We have to develop the good people we have. The last thing we want to do is spend a year with somebody. And I speak from, oh, this has just hit me to a core. Spending a year with somebody or 6 months with someone or 3 months with, or any time that you've been given because your time is precious with someone, if you're not willing to develop that person, if you're not willing to think what's in their best interest and make sure that happens, if you don't put people first, I promise you they will not stay around long. They'll get worn out by you. They will not like you as a leader. They'll think you're a POS and they'll move on. I promise you. Leadership is so important. I thought this was a foo-foo thing before I got heavy into business like 5 years ago. I'm like, look at all these books on leadership. Leadership is pretty straightforward, right? You just be a good person. There's so much to it. You got to put people first. And one of the best ways to do that, and one of the best ways to put your people first is to have a meeting with them every single day. And what happens on this meeting, right? Number one, we will celebrate wins. And this is my 15-minute meeting, guys. We'll celebrate wins. Okay. And we will solve problems. And what you'll find is when you pull yourself out of the frame, it's hard to see the picture when you're in the frame, right? When you pull yourself out of the frame and you can see the picture, you're no longer dealing with the day-to-day problems. You're no longer dealing with you're no longer in the trenches, right? But the people that are have a unique perspective, and we have to be open to that. And as leaders, we have to be open to coaching and feedback. We have to do the best we can to put our people in a position to win, right? It may sound corny or cheesy, whatever you want to think about this, but guys, we can't think that we're entitled to anything. If we want to be effective as business owners and leaders for our companies, we got to say, man, I need to solve these problems for my people. And they have a unique perspective. They have something to bring to the table because if they're experiencing something, I want to solve it in real time. And the only way I know that is I do a daily stand-up meeting with them, right? Or leadership in my company, we're meeting with our people every single day. What it does is they're getting the problem solved faster. They're getting to celebrate their wins so they feel better about what they're doing and they feel like they're a part of something, right? It's a little less lonely. It's funny what happens when people feel like they're a part of something. You tend to get the most out of everybody, right? And we're all rowing in the same direction. So number two, you need a stand-up meeting every single day. That's a great strategy. Okay. And lastly, and I would probably say most importantly here is the big C word. If you guys watch my stuff, you know what I'm talking about. Culture. Culture. If you watch Zero to Hero, you see me do it. If you've watched anything that I've done in the past, and I've talked about it openly here on this channel, what our core values are as a company, making sure that is openly discussed, right? So what you'd want here is it needs to be clearly defined. And why do I say that? Is because I told a story one time, and I'm going to say it again. I was at a mastermind. I paid a whole lot of money to be there. There's a lot of high level people in this room. And the speaker, the guy I was presenting, was like, hey, so let's talk about company culture. I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. We're going to talk about company. Okay, sure, whatever. He's like, guys, so what is important to you? Like, you know, and I wrote down all the acronyms: trust, family, all these things, you know, professionalism, blah, 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 integrity. You know, I'm like, I don't even know what really all this stuff means, but I'm going to put it down because that sounds what it should be. It's my professional culture. And then he went around the room and he asked people, he's like, okay, so what did you write down? And someone said professionalism. He's like, okay, great. Someone said integrity. He's like, well, I had integrity. He's like, okay, so integrity. Let's talk about that. What does integrity mean to you? Right. And the person who said integrity was, well, that means I can trust them. Right. It's like, okay, well, what about you? And he pointed to someone else like, well, integrity means to me that someone's going to keep their word. Got it. So, okay. So guys, I want everybody to write down, what does integrity mean to you? And then he went one by one throughout the entire room. And what I found was, even my own definition, everyone has a different definition for what they thought integrity meant to them. Right. And we make a big mistake just thinking people know what we're thinking. Right. It may sound corny or cheesy, like, duh, dude, no one knows what you're thinking. But yet we make these determinations and we put these one line and zinger words into our company. And we're like, we're all about trust here, and we're all about integrity, and we're all about professionalism. What the hell does that mean to you? How do you know if someone is exemplifying integrity? How do you know if someone is exemplifying professionalism? How do you know these things? It needs to be clearly defined. Okay. What does that mean? So if I'm like, you know what? Okay, my culture is integrity. Okay, well, let's go deeper here. That means if someone is acting with integrity, they're doing the best they can. Okay, so that's great. That is my culture item. Do the best you can. Now, how do you know you're doing the best you can? Right? You're open for coaching and feedback. Right? You're always thinking, what else can I do? You're making shit happen. Right? That is culture in action, and is openly discussed and clearly defined. Right? Clearly defined and openly discussed. So something that I like to do is, on this morning stand up, I like to talk about, guys. Tell me something that you did yesterday where it was the best, that you were doing the best you could. Hey, so yesterday I had this lead and I didn't really know what to do, but I reached out to such and such for help. They gave me some coaching and feedback, so I called that lead back, and you know what? It ended up turning out to be a pretty good lead, and then I passed it back off to such and such, and it worked out really well. That's amazing. Someone else. Let's hear someone else talk about what's another thing that you did yesterday that you were doing the best you can. Well, I didn't have any leads for the day, so I decided to stay a little bit longer to see if I could prospect it. And unfortunately, I stayed another hour and a half on my shift. I still wasn't able to get a lead, but I'm excited for today because I just feel it coming. Great. That's what I'm talking about. Right. So if you want to develop great people in your company, in your business, as leaders, we have to play by the same rules as everyone else. We have to do the best we can. Right. So if you guys don't know, our company values are do the best you can, think we, not me, do the right thing. So I can't not keep my agreements. I can't not be open for coaching and feedback. I can't not be making stuff happen all the time. I cannot be not an 18 player. I have to be an 18 player always. I have to show up at level 10 always, because how I do anything is how I do everything. And that is what my team sees with me. So if you guys are trying to build a business, this is so much bigger than dollars and cents. This is so much bigger than how big your deal is that you got or how much money you made this month. It's how successful are the people within your organization? How do they feel about what they do? Are they excited to come to work? Are you aligning their best interest with your best interest? and you guys are rowing in the same direction. You can typically tell that by the overall success of the business, month over month, quarter over quarter, year over year. So, guys, that's how we do it. Specific training and development, stand up meetings every single day, and having a clearly defined and openly discussed culture. That's the strategies. You want to develop better people. You want to keep people around longer. You want people to paint their future with you, which is incredible. Like, how big of an ask is that to say, hey, we only get one life on this planet, and you're deciding to spend 2 years of your life with me, 3 years of your life with me, 4 years of your life with me. In a world that everyone has options today, guys, it has never been more true. Jobs are abundant and everyone has options. Anyone can go make money doing anything. So why should they do it with you? That's our job as visionaries. That's our job as business owners and leaders. Hope you guys got value from this video today and you see why this stuff is important. Let's all build something that we can be proud about and we can look back in a decade and be like, yo, I remember this video and I was like, I am going to put my people first. So let's build. I want to build an impact in this world of people treating people great in their organization and building people up, not tearing them down. So, guys, I appreciate you tremendously. Whatever you need, you can reach me on Instagram, MatthewBeard_, or MattBeard@startvirtual.com. I'm happy to help anything that you need. Again, hopefully you get value from this stuff. If you do, head over to the YouTube channel, hit subscribe. We'll be doing more of this. Live stream from the truck starts in a week and a half. I'm excited to take out the first guest and share her story with you guys. It's going to be really awesome. Guys, I appreciate you as always. We'll see you next time.